Hi, dear peeps. Great to reconnect again today. Um, I wanted to speak on the narcissistic energy today. Now, as I've said before in previous videos, um, we need to have energy. You know, life is one ball of energy, really, and you need good energy in order to live a productive and a healthy life. But when you are in relationship with a narcissist, you know, there's no exchange as you would have in a healthy relationship. There is an exchange of giving, taking. If your partner feels down, you can pick them up, and vice versa. This is the same sort of dynamic that you have in any healthy relationship, whether it's with your parents, your children, your co-workers. This is a healthy way of being. It is an exchange of good, healthy, productive energy. The thing with a narcissist, when you are involved with them, that there is no exchange of energy. It is the only thing that is happening in these relationships is that there's an extraction of energy, an extraction from your energy. So, you know, as we all know, the narcissist is void. They have no soul. They have no they don't have a healthy mind. So because they do not experience this positive flow of energy, it is impossible to have a give and take relationship. It is only a take when you are involved with them. So everything is linked. Your mind, your body, your soul is all linked. This is the ball of energy that I was speaking of. So when you feed your mind good thoughts and you have good conversations and you have good interaction with others and you are, you know, you enjoy life and you thrive on life, this is what is being fed into your mind. This is where it all starts. And from the mind, it flows through your body, the energy. It goes to your, you know, it flows through your body, your physical body, but also your spiritual body, so your soul. So this is an exchange of energy that is going on within you. And of course, this is why we are sought out by narcissists and other toxic people, is that because we have such a wonderful, warm, great energy within ourselves, they latch onto this because they need to feel that same energy. The only thing is that once they've extracted it, as I said in my last video, they do not know how to process it. So this is, you know, this is where when they are only extracting, you know, let me just back that up a little bit more. When, as I said, the narcissist latches onto you, they will come into your field of energy. And it is like a surgeon, you know, when a surgeon makes that incision when you're on the operating table. So this is what the narcissist does at an emotional level, at an energy level. They make the incision within you and they sort of put their tentacles into you and they start drawing from you. This is what happens. And when this happens, this is when an energy leak is established. So you will feel drained, weak, you'll feel off balance, you'll feel out of touch, you'll feel fatigued a lot of the time. And this is your body's way of telling you that, you know, that the energy is just not well balanced. So the narcissist energy is one of destruction. It's one of suffocation, anger, jealousy, drama. They will even go as far as to say, and this happened to me on several occasions, where I was rung by the narcissist, given a phone call, and the first thing she would ask is, how are you today? And I'd say, oh, I'm feeling great, and I'm working on this, or I'm going to do that today, or whatever my day was made up of, I would, share that, the truth. And she'd say, oh, okay, bye then, I'll phone you another time. So, this is, I'm telling you the story just to make you see what goes on. The narcissist feeds off your good energy, but they don't like it when you voice this, when you voice that you are feeling good and you're feeling well. To them, that is not, then you are not supplying them with any energy. So they will cut off the conversation. It's really, it's interesting. If you just think back to before you got involved with the narcissist, how was your energy before this? How was your outlook on life? How did you feel? What did you engage in? What kind of hobbies did you have? Who did you used to hang out with? And you will notice that back in the day, before the relationship with the narcissist, you were wholesome and you were doing pretty well. And when the narcissist comes into your life, it is not a sudden change. It's a very subtle change. Them extracting this energy from you. It is very subtle, very slow. So, and that is why you are not onto it in the beginning stages. And at some point you will realize that you are just fatigued, that you are out of balance, that you are out of focus. You can't seem to get things done. And when I'm talking about things, I'm talking about, not only just the usual stuff in our day, grocery shopping or cooking or looking after the kids or whatever it may be, but it is also on a long-term level where you find that you might have had all these plans and all these dreams for yourself before getting involved with the narcissist, and at some point you will find that there's a lot of procrastination going on. You just cannot seem to get that project finished. You cannot seem to move on, and your dreams are sort of being diminished, and your outlook on life is just you have a very tired outlook on life. So this is, just go back in your own personal case where you can think back to how you were before getting involved with the narcissist and just think of where you are now. And you will see that your energy levels have dropped tremendously. There is a very real shift in your energy. A narcissist is emotionally and soul depleted. They do not have a soul. They are void. And this is the energy that they put out. This is why you feel this way. Even if you do not interact with them, verbally, you could just be sitting in the same room. You could be in the same space as they are. And you will just sort of feel the energy draining from you. You will, have this tiredness come over you. You will feel the anxiety and in some cases anger or sadness, or you will feel very uneasy. I think that's also a big one. I do notice with my husband, he's very intuitive as well. And if we walk into a room and there are toxic people around, if he has to interact with a toxic person, you will just see his body language. I notice it, that his body language changes. He sort of puts up this guard because he can feel the other person's energy. And I notice in the last couple of years, and especially recently with this the ex-narcissistic friend that I speak so often about, is that he really did not want to have much to do with her. He just, and I'd be like, she's my girl. What's your issue with her? And he couldn't put it into words. He just says, he said, I don't know. There's just this feeling that I get when I'm around her that I don't want to spend a lot of time with her. And now, of course, I understand what it was all about. But, for those of you who are very in tune, the empaths, as well, who are very in tune with their intuition, with your emotions, with your feelings. You will just feel this energy and you will want to stay away from it. You will not want to interact with this person. So yeah, the narcissist is emotionally and soul depleted. And this is why they extract from you, because you are in touch. Your energy is intertwined. So your mind, your body, your soul is all intertwined, and this is what makes us so attractive to them. The other energy they put out, if you have broken off the relationship and you've come away from it all, they will put out this new energy of I have changed, or I'm watching you. This is what I got on my channel from this from the ex-friend. It's that she made it clear that she's watching me, making threats. This is what the narcissist will do. They will threaten you. They will keep you on your guard a lot of the time. If you hear an odd noise outside, or if you hear a car driving by, or just whatever sounds, in your house, that you sort of extra vigilant, and you will sort of be on your guard, watching out for them all the time. So this is what they do in order to once again shift your energy once you have left the relationship. So yeah, you will get these empty sentences from them. I have changed. Whatever issues I was going through, I will show you that I have solved all these issues within myself, and I want to show you that I am now a better person. Can we get back together again? Or another one is, I was going through a rough patch, and that is why I abused you, because I was just going through a very rough patch in my life. This sort of nonsense, really. But this is the kind of energy they will put out in order to draw you back in. So yeah, it is good to get that energy out of your life. It is a very dark energy. It is a very tiring energy, fatiguing energy, a lot of jealous energy. As I've mentioned, all the stuff that we go through with a narcissist is their energy, but their energy comes at us in full force, whereas healthy energy is light and it feels good, and it's you can of course deal with healthy energy, but you'll find that this very dark energy, I think some people go as far as to say very, well, I've said it myself, very demonic energy that hangs around them. It is a part of who they are, and it just doesn't feel right. You can notice that as well with children. To give another quick example, my daughter, when she was a baby, we went a couple of times. We stayed with we stayed with friends, and they lived in a very old house, and who knows what used to go on there, and I remember that my daughter just screamed her head off from the time we stepped through the door until we left, and we spent the night there, so we didn't sleep much, because children are very onto this. Children can just sense bad energy, and of course they cannot voice this, or verbalize it, so they will just cry a lot and be very restless. And also, maybe you've noticed with your children as well, is that a child can feel who they want to be picked up by. You will notice that children can feel the energy of someone. You have these people who say, oh, coochie, can I pick up your baby? And the baby will either cry or shy away, and parents say, oh, she's going through that stage, or he's going through that stage of just wanting to be close to mummy. No, that is not always the case. I think in most cases, children can pick up on the bad energy. So also, of course, from any toxic person that you have in your home, or outside of the home, kids will pick up on this, and they will make it quite clear that they want to have nothing to do with the grown-up who's wanting to coochie them. So yeah, that is, I just thought I'd throw that out there. The narcissistic energy, it is such a bad energy. I know that when I'd broken away from the ex-narcissist friend, or the ex-friend, let me just call her that. She'll always be a narcissist, but the ex-friend, I did do cleaning, and I'm talking about the spiritual cleaning, the energy cleaning of my home. So there's lots of ways to do that if you're in touch with the cleaning of bad energy. You do that with sage, and there's a ritual you have to perform to clean out the toxic energy in your home. And I had to do this several times because it was also, her energy had become a part of my energy. So whatever she had fed into my mind, as I just said, that it's all connected, the mind, the body, and the soul. So a narcissist first enters your mind with manipulation and emotional abuse, and that has a direct effect on your body and on your soul. So even when you have broken away from them, you will find that you still have this sort of lingering dark energy around you. It just sort of weighs your heart space down, and you just maybe even experience not being able to sleep well for months after you've broken off contact, or you just feel uneasy, whatever it is. But that is the energy from the narcissist that is still present around you and within you. And that is why it is so important to implement self-care, because by doing the self-care, you are also clearing the toxicity from your energy field and from within inside of you. I think another thing to touch on as well is, when you are in a love relationship with a narcissist, of course, during sex, a lot of energy is also exchanged. So you will find, that you might have suddenly these very vague symptoms showing up. Your sex drive might be down. You just feel that you won't be able to be intimate with someone again. And this, of course, has many factors, but I think also one of the important ones is that during sex, the narcissist's energy is deposited in your body. So for the male narcissist, this, of course, is through semen, and the other way around is, the bodily fluids of the woman as well. So it is the whole exchange there, but it is a bad exchange. So another way to, once again, to clear the toxicity out of your body is to practice self-care. I hope that has been of help today, and just keep those topics coming, whatever topics you'd like me to speak on. I still do have a long list of topics that you've all shared with me a couple of weeks now. I still have a list of them, but there are so many topics that I don't know where to start. So usually I just sort of, take my pen and I'll touch my piece of paper with all the topics on. Whatever I touch on, that is what I will speak on. So yeah. Please keep those topics coming, and thank you all once again for subscribing and sharing these videos. And I'd love to speak to you again next time. Bye for now. Have a great day.